The Grover back with another weekly podcast.
Let's
Marder,
go.
Joseph, it was a bit of a shit weekend for West Ham, but at least Spurs lost. What did you make of the game and how you been?
I'm not too bad, mate. And I thought the game was fucking horrific.
Snap.
I was in Hungary, Budapest, watching the bar with my other Villa mates and boys. And yeah, it was a fucking shit show. Mavropanos was the only saving grace from it. And we just put that in recycling bin, boys. Never to be seen again in the rubbish bin, the dumps, chuck away, whatever.
I forgot about it already.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened. Good job of talking about it.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was like, I thought Villa would bang out a form. Is this the Villa from like earlier on in the season? Because honestly, at half time, we should have been like at least 3 or 4 down. We got obliterated. I was like, yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I went to the game obviously because I'm up north for the week, so I went from Chloe's. Day out was all right on my own. It was literally just like a fucking lone wolf away day. Got some cans in, got a Mackey's, got there, went to the Spoons. We were singing Tottenham get battered and what do you think of Tottenham? So I was already like, fuck me, this is a really bad omen for the day. Got to the game. I was in the upper tier and went to the bar to get a drop, and it just says Red Bull, coffee or Coke. I'm like, completely forgot that the upper tier at Villa Park don't serve drops, and I was like, for fuck's sake.
Forgot that, yeah.
I was so early to my seat. I was watching them do the warm-ups. I was like, mate, this is the earliest I've been to a game in fucking ages.
Warm-ups?
Yeah. Literally, I was doing the warm-ups.
I can't remember the last time I was at a game and they're doing warm-ups.
Yeah.
God. Do you see Todibo get cropped or something?
The announcer done a thing where it was like a change to the lineup, and it said Potts was in, and I was a bit like, oh, like everyone was murmuring a bit like that ain't gonna be good if he's worked all week for a fucking obviously like a back five changing the system. But it reminded me of the Liverpool away where it's a tough place to go, but we had this weird optimism where we were like, hang on, they're a bit out of form, we're kind of in form sort of, and yeah, that was the closest. I was saying to the guy next to me, that's the closest I've seen to a Graham Potter performance in ages. Like it was weird. It was the way Pablo was set up. He wasn't playing to his strengths. He's on the left. Bowen was like a fucking right back. It was a fucking mess. And the midfield, they were just slicing us open at fucking will. I've not seen us play like that in a while. Obviously, if it weren't for Mavropanos, would have been 4-0 down at half time. He was fucking colossal at the back, which was the only positive for me.
Yeah. And obviously,
it's hard to say, mate. Honestly, I think that game, I just told my people, I just looked at it at the end, I was just saying, I generally think that Todibo change like cost us that game, because if you change formation, like that formation, we're going to play further back, you have the win backs and stuff, and then he gets injured. So you're like, okay, what do we do now? Instead of getting Kilman or someone else to go slot into that right back position or that centre back position, you bring in another midfielder, which is going to change the whole dynamic of the game and stuff. And bless Potts, it wasn't his best game and stuff, but I feel bad for him because everyone's now slating him because he got a red card and he's literally coming and not had an effect in that game. But I don't really think it's his fault, to be fair. I think he's just been kind of put in that position and said, okay, let's just try and play and stuff. And it wasn't just him. Everyone else was poor. So, unfortunately, like we said, Mavropanos standout. Like that penalty that they gave, but that fucking class tackle, everything. Yeah.
I ain't sure if you could hear it on the telly, but that ref was getting fucking pelted. It was like, even where I was, because obviously I wasn't even that drunk, and I was like front row of the upper tier, I could see it all clearly, and it was such a sick tackle. I was like, I can't believe he even gave that. So if it weren't for VAR, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? But do you think it's that? I think everyone at the game sort of agreed that it was down to the change of system. But would you, as you say, would you have just shoved in a Myers or a Kilman just to make up the back five, or do you think he was right to try and change the formation?
Well, I mean, I was just saying, it just goes to show that he doesn't trust Kilman at all.
Mm.
And I think he's lost all his confidence. So, to be fair, and we've been calling, slating Kilman, wanting him out of the team for ages. So, but as what I might think that obviously the change, it does affect Joe if you've been training all week towards it. But we've got to appreciate Villa are also very good.
Oh yeah,
I think they're a much better team than us at the minute. So
I don't know if it is his first game back, but it's one of John McGinn's first games back, and he was mustard, man. He was just everywhere.
He's a good player. I like John McGinn.
Yeah.
As I say, there's been games like, for instance, the Man City home game where they had about fucking 800 shots, but you always felt like we were compact and we were making them work for their chances. It was like the midfield just parted, and yeah, it for like whatever reason, as you say, it just didn't work. Wan-Bissaka's gone from winning Hammer of the Year, but last year, but that performance in the first half, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, he was just like leaving acres of space and then just not even tracking back. He was getting rinsed inside out. And then right on half time, I think he got booked for it, but I couldn't see the ref get the card out. It was like he was torn between taking him out or letting him run through. It was just a nightmare first half. And everyone agreed at the game, it was just a miracle. It was only 1-0. It was miraculous. And you was expecting a reaction second half. I think he hooked Potts, and did someone else come off at half time?
Patty, yeah.
Yeah, I think Pablo on the left just didn't work. He should have just done something else. I mean, just having that type of player, yeah, he presses well, but he was getting it. And when we get the ball on the break, you need to have an option, and he's not the option you want out wide. You need it. Like, we missed the pace of fucking Crescencio greatly, didn't we? So, but I'm also glad he didn't risk him, because me and Joe were saying last week, we don't want him to be like rushed back and he's out for the season. So hopefully he can be back towards the end of the season. But yeah, I don't want to see that lineup again, to be honest.
Well, supposedly, I mean, I saw it on Twitter yesterday. I mean, take it with a pinch of salt that him and Tadebo are going to be back after the international break for Leeds.
Yeah, hopefully that is the case. Thing is, though, we were saying about like Kilman's out of form, but we've seen so many examples over the years. Like, even when Issa Diop was going through that horrible like time with us, there was a couple of games where he'd come back and look fine. We've seen Mavropanos redemption. Like, these players, as much as they're in bad form, they're not bad footballers. And sometimes them games like at the weekend could have made him. Like, if he comes back and puts in like a 9 out of 10, so like, you know how like football fans are, we fucking like, you're only as good as your last performance. Like, the previous 6 months gets forgotten if you put in like a man of the match performance at Villa. But look, I suppose there's no point going over it too much, but I think even the manager would admit that he just got it wrong.
Yeah, and back to that Kilman, sorry, just one more thing. I was thinking, was that Nuno's call, or do you think it was Paco's call? Mainly, like, who pushed not to put Kilman in there?
Well, I'd imagine it'd be Nuno gets the final say. I mean, he's the manager.
I know he gets the final say, but I wonder if it was just Nuno or if there was any fight to get Kilman into there.
Oh, I know what you mean, because you're referring to when he come on for the last minute in a game.
Yeah, but that's it. I'm just saying, because he's there to challenge him and stuff. And if that's the case, I wonder like if it's because Paco just sees it and just knows like you can't. But like I said, I would have actually preferred to see Kilman there, just to be like, this is his time to redeem himself. And when you have 3 players at the back, it's a lot easier to cover yourself as well. So.
Or even Skulls, because I'm pretty sure Skulls has played in a back 3 before.
You could have had Skulls, you could have Kyle Walker-Peters, or Aaron Wan-Bissaka and then Kyle Walker-Peters on the wing, or vice versa.
I think
there could have been anything you could have done. But
yeah, I feel like if you're going to do it, just do Myers or Kilman.
Yeah.
As much as I would have seen this lineup, I've gone, oh, fucking hell. But if you're missing the centre back and you want to play that system, you've got one on the bench, so.
Yeah,
we also don't know, like, it might even be, you know, when like Skulls made that mistake and the next week he's back in the team, maybe Kilman's just confidence is shot and maybe he's not seeing enough from him to think he's ready for a start. And it's not like he can prepare him all week. It's 20 minutes for a kickoff. Is he mentally ready to go in the team? So it might even be that.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll tell you what I did notice, though. I know, like, everyone's been raving about Hermansen since he's come into the team, and he has had some really good performances. You really notice because where we sit normally, you can't really see too much. But where I had, like, a perfect view of the game, Villa were just exploiting his height. They were shoving, like, 3-4 man on him, and he's a fucking hobbit, isn't he? He's so short.
Is he?
He's so short.
He's not a hobbit. I wouldn't say
he is so short. It was crazy.
A goalkeeper, you mean?
Yeah.
He's like 6'2".
No, I'm telling you, he's short.
I reckon he's 6'1".
Tiny.
6'1", something like that. Yeah, but it's not exactly short, is it?
He's
But
not
like,
tall.
I know what you
like,
mean.
you see it at, like every set piece. He looked like the smallest
too.
man in the box. It was
Do
fucking
you
weird.
think it's
That's
just because of his frame though, as well?
It
Yeah,
might be. It
maybe.
might be because you did sort of give murmurings of it when he got lobbed against City. I mean, I'm not going to give him too much grief for that because that was like a cross shot. It was one of them freak goals. It was not much can happen with that. But I just noticed it against Villa. It was they were really targeting him, and like it was a couple of times Mavropanos was like literally on the goal line, just scrambling it away.
This is what, yeah, but if most teams in the league do this, I mean, it's no
Yeah.
coincidence. We've been shit from set pieces all season,
Yeah.
so and that's with both keepers. We just fucking shit defending them.
Yeah, but I mean, going back to the game itself, as I say, there was a couple of changes at half time. I think we were okay for like 5-10 minutes. We weren't doing nothing crazy, but like we had a couple of shots. But it was better than the first half. And then Bowen, I remember it. Bowen was on the wing. He just gets
him.
dispossessed, and they just transition so quick.
Yeah.
Hermanson, from where I was, I've not even watched the goals back, but it looks like he just palmed it out with ease.
Yeah, it
He
weren't great.
tried to catch it. I saw it, and he tried to catch it. He couldn't catch it, so
Yeah.
he palmed away. And
Yeah, he didn't cover himself in glory there.
That was a fuck up. But
That
honestly, with us going forward, I can only honestly remember. I think like the first 5 minutes of the game, you had Juve inside their box,
Yeah,
put in a pass and they cleared it, and then Pablo shot in the second half. Other than that, I'm struggling.
Yeah, it just didn't. Especially from the performances we've seen recently, it comes so unexpected to me. Like I'm not going to Villa Park expecting to win. If anything, I was probably expecting to lose. But it's more from the performances and the way we applied ourselves. If we'd have been played how we normally have, testing the keeper, having a go. But it was almost like the performance worried the fans there more than the result. It was like we don't want to see that again. Fuck me, like we can't afford to.
No. Well, obviously it's a big wake up call. I mean, obviously, as you said, Villa are a good side. We're missing Somerville, stuff like that, and you thought they're not in the greatest bit of form themselves. So hopefully, if we play well, we can catch them out. But then they're just a better team than us, and they turned up and they put in a good performance. So and we was poor.
I think Kante showed a nice few moments when he came on for the last 5 minutes, like carrying the ball forward. Traore had some good moments carrying it. But once again, his end product just much to be desired.
I'll say you that like there was like one time he actually crossed it. I think it was him that crossed it, and if it wasn't for Digne, Pablo was literally at the back post or something. Was that him that did the cross? I think that was a moment.
I just remember that the last thing I saw was the cross at the end. I saw that cross, and I had to sprint back to New Street to make my train anyway. But that was the final straw. I was like, "Fuck this, I'm gone." But yeah, the thing with Traore is I don't expect much from him. So it's not like I'm not fucking Traore shit. It's more for me. Nuno's wanted this fella for so long that it's almost I more look at Nuno than I do Traore because he's wanted him at his last 2 jobs now. So I imagine he's like, I've put a lot of faith in you, mate. When you come on, to show a bit of better quality.
Show me something.
Yeah, but
he's one of them players. He seems fine.
I still think
fun cameo. Yeah.
I still think he's got the potential to be a cult hero if the last few games he gets that goal, he gets like as that moment where you know what I mean. Like he's still got time, but just from where we are, sometimes having a fella that's got like 10 goals in 25 years, it's just not what I want to see. To be honest,
just any danger, mate. Just absolutely any danger of doing anything, please.
Yeah. I think I noticed as well because obviously there was like the people that I was there with, it was more like when we're working as a cohesive unit and Pablo and Tati are pressing, you can ignore the fact there's not many goals in them. But when it's not like that, everyone's like, you start hearing people go, "Why have we spent money on this lot?" And it's like, it's true though, because they are, end of the day, if that sound like a fucking boomer, they are strikers, just score goals. So I think that's the only thing. But I think we were just fucked from the start, weren't we? With the changing system, it just was always on the back foot. Yeah, just one of them games to write off. And I couldn't really work out whether I wanted Spurs to fucking draw, lose or win. And then when I come out and someone said they lost 3-0, I was like, what the fuck? Especially as obviously in midweek, they went extra time and penalties for us, didn't they?
Yeah.
So
you've seen all the videos of Spurs fans before the game. at
Yeah.
home as well to a fellow relegation. I'd be like,
I've not seen that, but yeah.
Well,
Thank you
because
for talking about it.
I think if it was any other set of fans, as in Tottenham, I feel bad for them. Obviously, I don't because it's them. But I don't know if you've noticed, but for the whole season, most of their players come out and just dig the fans out. Like the amount of arguments they've had with the away end, and like if it was any other set of fans, I feel bad for them. But the fans being accused of not getting behind the team, there were thousands of them outside the stadium greeting the players, letting flares off. Like, so the players can't say shit to them, but from what I've heard, apparently they played really well in the first half, got hit with a goal right on strike of half time, and then ended up losing 3-0. So I thought after they'd done Atletico and got a point at Anfield, they were going to turn a corner, but
That's what I
thankfully
thought.
they haven't.
I'm praying they still haven't though, but I feel they still kind of will. But let's hope not, though. Yeah.
Do you think that they're gonna get rid of Tudor?
supposedly they are.
They should have got him. They should have got rid of him by now. I know his dad passed away, but they probably should have got rid of him by now if that was the case.
You're like that. You're like that meme from the In-Betweeners of Will talking to that big girl. It's not relevant.
Well, that's terrible, but it's not relevant.
It's not my fault.
Fuck's sake. But no, I mean, I suppose all fucking West Ham, Nottingham Forest, and Leeds fans are hoping that he stays because he's a bit of a weird one because that just turned it into a Tottenham podcast. He has got a really good record at his other teams. He come in at Marseille when they were shit, got on Champions League, done the same with Juventus. I think he kept Udinese up twice when they was in the relegation zone. So the appointment, as much as they're getting shit for appointing him, he did make sense. The appointment did make sense, but it's just not worked.
I think you're doing a great job, mate.
No, he's done a wonderful job, boys. Exactly. I commend him.
No, he is. But I suppose we'll just go on now to doing that classic thing you do every week where you look at everyone's fixtures and decide who's going to stay up, who's going to go down. We won't bore you too much going into game by game, but I've written down how many points I think each team are going to get. So I started off with Leeds, who are they're above us by a couple of points, aren't they? At least 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
So I've got them getting 8 points. So I think they've got like Wolves and Burnley at home. So I'm just assuming that those are the 2 wins, and then they'll probably get a couple of points. So they're safe. Obviously, the result of the weekend means that Nottingham are a few points clear now. They're 3 points clear of us, aren't they?
Yeah, 3 points clear.
I've got them. I've also got them getting 8 or 9, so they're safe. And it comes down to West Ham and Tottenham. I've got Tottenham getting 8 points, so I think I had them beating Wolves, drawing at home to Brighton, beating Leeds, and then getting another point. I think that a last day, because although Everton are good, I think they'll be up for it. They'll get a point. And then I've got West Ham United getting 10 points.
Oh, wow.
10.
Yeah, I've got us getting 10 points. Trying to remember the results. I've got us beating Wolves, beating Palace away, only because it comes in between the Fiorentina home and away legs, and Palace are safe. So you'd think, touch fucking wood, that they've got nothing to play for, and we can just roll up and turn them over. So that's 6 points.
Yeah.
Leeds on the last day is 9. Then I've just got us getting 1 point out of Brentford, Arsenal, and Newcastle, I think.
Yeah.
So on paper, I mean, in theory, just saying it out loud, it sounds easy, but whether we actually go on the pitch and do that's not a thing. So I think that ends up us staying up by a point. We'll then go over to Joe. What have you got? Who have you got staying up?
Who have I got staying up? I think mine's the same as let me just double check, because I did write it down. Yeah, I mean, there's like so many fucking. It's only like 2 points between 4 teams.
Yeah.
So I think I've got Leeds, Forest, and us just staying up, just. But I hate doing this just because it changes every week. Because obviously, Forest, obviously, they get their big win against Spurs and everything. They're going to stay up, and we have a stinker at Villa, we're down. But I just feel like it's too tight to call. There's not going to be a lot in it, and I think it's going to go down to like definitely the last day.
Just before Marder does his, I think it's just going to come down to. I think if Tottenham stay up, it's just going to be because we can't get the points. Because literally, they've not won a league game this year and they are looking dross. So I don't think they're going to get themselves out of it. I think the interesting one's going to be if we do get the win against Wolves. That's on the Friday night. That will be the first time they're actually in the bottom three, and whether psychologically that either sinks them or motivates them. So
we have to. If we have to win that,
yeah, have to.
I've said we have. If we don't win that, then my fucking
mental health.
It's fucked. That's fucked anyway, but it's like everybody else's. But if we don't win that, then I'm like, right.
So me
fucked.
and Joe have us staying up. Drum roll for Mr. Positive, Marder King.
Oh my gosh. So I'll go about Leeds. Leeds, I've got them getting 6 points. I just recalculated it and I said, yeah, I'm going to get them. I think I had them getting 9, but I think they're going to get 6. Forest, I think they're going to get 8 points.
Yeah.
Here
we go.
Tottenham, I got them getting 2 points.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, I might have to redo it, but for some reason, I haven't given them a win.
They're gonna get more than 2 points.
They've got Wolves away and Leeds at home.
Yeah, and I still think that Wolves will beat them, and I think that Leeds game was going to be a draw.
Watching his prediction.
Even I don't like Tottenham. I gave them more than 2 points. Fucking hell.
I know. Fuck me. I looked at it, I started laughing at myself.
And I think West Ham are getting 21.
Bro, I gave us 10
Europe.
surprisingly. I don't know why, and this is the blind optimism for me. But the thing is, I got us drawing to Wolves because I do generally rate Wolves and stuff.
How many
and I
points
think that's gonna be
have you got us getting? Sorry,
10.
Oh, okay,
which is mad.
Yeah, me and you got 10 then.
So
yeah,
if we're drawing,
optimism, huh?
I was just gonna say, if we're drawing against Wolves, who the fuck are we getting the 3 wins against then?
Oh yeah,
fucking Palace. No, we're only getting 2 wins.
Palace, Leeds, so 6.
So against Palace and Leeds is what I
7.
said.
Wolves.
Yeah, and then draws against Everton, Newcastle, and Brentford, and at least lost to Arsenal. That's what I've gone for. Yeah. I could redo it and probably give us a loss to Brentford or even Newcastle, but that's my tiering at the moment. That's just me right now.
I mean, I've just done it. I'm not gonna lie, I've got my West Ham tinted glasses on. So I think I've done us to beat Wolves. Who's it after? I've done us to beat Palace.
Yeah.
And then I've done us to lose against Brentford away. We've got a honking record there.
Yeah. Everton.
Everton. I think I've done it as like a draw.
Oh.
And then a draw against the Tone.
Newcastle's the
no,
weird one.
no. Sorry, I think I've done a loss against Arsenal, Newcastle. Then I've got us beating Leeds.
Fair enough. Yeah.
The maddest thing is, if we go off Marlon's prediction, Tottenham might be down by fucking.
Exactly. Fucking Chelsea will get them relegated.
Done and dusted.
I'll be fucking loving life.
Oh my gosh!
I think the thing that's really scaring Spurs fans, other than the thought of relegation, is getting sent down by Chelsea because they've got them the first from last game. Fuck me.
Yeah. Please let it happen.
So we've all got West Ham staying up then.
Conveniently, no bias in that whatsoever.
No, not at all, mate.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully we can get it done. But as you say, you can't really predict it too much because it's like, for example, we could go and lose to Wolves and then beat Arsenal. It's just the most random shit in it. So
that's why I don't like doing predictions. I'm just gonna wait and see. You can't predict it, especially this time of the season. Fucking all kind of manner of results.
I hope there's no Spurs fans watching this because when Marder says they're getting 2 points, they might just have to go and talk to the Samaritans or something.
It's when it comes to fruition, that's when they're gonna have to go there. I'm like, oh my lord,
fucking hell. But yeah,
let's manifest, boys.
We've got a fucking FA Cup quarter-final chucked in there, and then we might win that, so there might be a semi-final.
I was going to say that was the last thing I was going to mention because it's literally the same conversations we had before the Brentford game. I'm still seeing people being like, "Oh, we need to just throw that quarter-final." I'm like, "Throw a quarter-final?" Do you really think that all the fucking old heads that were at the 1980 final remembered where we finished in the league or what happened domestically? They're going to remember the fucking day out and winning a cup. So as much as I wouldn't mind it being like the Brentford game where we do see some rotation and we do see Kante and we do see other players, but to say throw it, I never understand that. It's just it's just brain dead to me. Just
can we not do penalties again though? I didn't like that. I did not like that.
I want to keep a clean sheet because can you imagine a fucking 9,500 leads? Fuck me.
I think it's the only. I think it's the only game on a Sunday, so I think it's gonna be a great top cup tie. But
Yeah.
both teams thinking that they've got a very good chance of fucking winning the game at Wembley. So
Oh,
I'm
definitely.
looking I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. No, same. But I mean, I'm pretty sure we got to the quarterfinals in the year we went down under Avram and lost to Stoke. So great omen.
Thanks, thanks, mate.
But yeah, have you boys got anything else to add? I'm pretty sure we've covered most things, haven't we?
No, just looking forward to international break, boys.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a rest from watching West Ham. Get some players back.
What do we do? Is it Friday? Uruguay?
Yeah,
Friday?
so we got Uruguay on Friday and Japan on
Japan?
Tuesday. I've got them.
Yeah.
I'm going both games. So yeah.
Are you going to the World Cup, Mardo? I forgot.
Am I going World Cup? No.
No.
He's building his points up for the next Euros because that's in Ireland.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Scotland, England.
Yeah, we got to do an away day there.
I might have to become an England member just to get a ticket.
For that Euros. We're literally in the cusp. We're literally near the top, to be fair. Like we got the finals of Euros 24, didn't we? So
I've seen on TalkSport, like a lot of people to get the caps, they just scan their ticket but don't even go to the game. They just go to Wembley, scan it, and get the tube home.
Yeah, that's what my mate does sometimes. If he can't be fucked, he just goes there. Always, I can't put on public what we do. People watch this.
But the thing is, though, like fucking logistically, getting home from Wembley midweek, like fucking 1 a.m, is so long, isn't it?
Yeah, ain't that bad. Getting back.
It's about 1 million stops on the fucking Jubilee line.
Yeah. I'm gonna drive to a station and drive afterwards. Like, yeah.
I ain't got to go Wembley to watch England because I'm gonna go Wembley to watch West Ham twice this season, so it's fine.
Good man.
But yeah, hopefully England can get the results, but I don't really care about the friendlies. Like I can't lie.
Yeah.
I mean, we should, but it's good. But he's doing some things. That's why he's got such a big squad. I think he's got like trying loads of players first, and then obviously like the main guys come for the Japan game. I think.
Yeah.
So
fair enough.
Good. I mean,
something to watch on the telly anyway.
I mean, this is the last international break till, and then we have a couple of friendlies, and then it's the World Cup. So
hopefully, if Jared Bowen does get any minutes, hopefully he's fucking don't get injured. I'd rather him not play.
Doesn't get injured. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully he doesn't as well.
No, but I think because what he's doing with the squads, I think he'll play. I mean, I want him to go to the World Cup, so
yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? I don't want him to get injured.
That's
we need him.
Yeah.
But I want him to go to the World Cup. So I feel like he probably deserves it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah.
But yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. We'll do another one next week before the Leeds game and maybe talk about the England games and hopefully Bowen's not injured or neither West Ham player gets fucking injured. But yeah, appreciate you watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Come on, you Irons.